won't you be the one to give me my base? Okay, let's do it. My ex wanna, but I'm off that. You wanna, but I'm off that. It's time to move on and get a new. Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl, and I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. It's the Miami Heat taking on the Boston Celtics. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Off the mark there with a three. Here's Bosch. Here's Wade. Here's Anderson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on White.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. To the inside. Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
Here's Wade. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He may need to take a seat and recalibrate. That's his second foul in under a minute.
Here's Wade. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Well, so many tricks up his sleeve. Dwayne Wade, phenomenal, realizing when to pull out that reliable floater.
Pass to Porzingis. The three ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. James with the ball. And there's a defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. James inside. Pass to Anderson. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot. Ooh, it's stolen. James with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Here's Wade. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And here's Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. And here's Brown for three. It's hauled in by Anderson. And stolen by Brown. Pass to Tatum. Releases. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just tremendous confidence from Jason Tatum. This guy understands I am a scorer even at the most elite level.
Inside. Here's Anderson. Right wing. Second chance effort. Here's Battier. James outside. Pass to Bosch. Clock at 6. Here's Anderson. Missed it even after all of those chances. Holiday from long range. Rebound by Bosch. Miami trailing. Here's Wade. Can't get it to drop. Outside, Brown. 4-3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 5 now.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And stolen by Holiday. Here's Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
To the left wing. Here's Bosch. Will it go? The open shot by James. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, LeBron James could be absolutely anywhere on the floor. If you want to concede the mid-range, he's more than happy to take it.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. He's perfect from the line this time. Heat trail by 6. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Bosch. Good D by Porzingis.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
The more Porzingis proves himself a threat as a passer, the more dangerous he can become as a scorer.
Back to James. Pass to Wade. James outside. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Bosch. James outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Battier. Drills it from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Celtics lead by 4. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Yeah, I love the answer from Porzingis. Don't sleep on his three-point shot.
Pass to James. To the paint. Here's Anderson. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
James goes in. White with a steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Picked it out of midair. For 3, James. Pure from three-point range. James has got 5.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
For 3, Porzingis fires in the triple. Porzingis has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Boston out in front, up 7. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Anderson can't get it to go.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Here's Porzingis. The kick to Tatum.
A really terrific job from LeBron to keep his hands up, his feet moving, gets the challenge on that shot.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Now James. He's got 5. Pass to Wade. Lets a 3 fly.
Yeah, on defense, you really see Holiday's quickness and tenacity. He refuses to give the shooter any space.
Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Porzingis. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Anderson. James with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Here's Anderson. White with a steal. Pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Heat.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Battier, no good. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And the Celtics in possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They retain possession. Pass to Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. Heat trail by 10. James with the ball. He's got 5. Here's Battier. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wade. And the shot is good off the backboard.
The basketball intellect of Dwayne Wade is off the charts. This guy is so good at taking shots that fall within the flow of the game.
Tatum can't hit. James outside. Pass to Bosh. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now you see LeBron James' selflessness on display. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
Wide open look. Wade misses.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Well, what you love about Kristaps Porzingis at 7'3", he can see over any defender, and he's a terrific passer, guys.
Back to James. Pass to Anderson. Hauled in by Brown. Celtics lead by 8. Here's Holiday. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Tatum draws the double. Outside Porzingis. Tipped. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. To the middle. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Attention fans down on the court. Is your hot squad. Get loud and look at the shirt. Let's see which second can be the loudest for a free t-shirt.
Upside down crust, turn my neck, shut him up. Upside down crust, turn my neck, shut him up. Upside down crust, turn my neck, shut him up. Upside down crust, turn my neck, shut him up. The billions put that side. My bride tryna go for a ride. I put vet mask right on her. Put the mask on, cause I be all red. I stay with the all red. We pull up all red. Somebody all red. Drive. We done pushed that way. Just like you can get bleed. I used to ride badges, then I got reach. This is a, she can't be my, yeah. This is a, she can't be my, yeah. I come to your spot. I come to your spot. I come to your spot. Hold up. I got the drop, we laid it. Hold up. Hold up. Get stolen vehicle, dread it. Hold up. Push in your block. Push in your block. Somebody send them a prayer. Somebody send them some prayers. I guess going crazy. I need a whole nother level. I'm on a whole nother level. I'm a every type player. I'm a every type player. I'm a credit player. Shot it, not this gun. Shot it, normal slayer. Shot it, true like mail. Right here. Drive the coupe road down. I'm about to get us. Upside down crust, turn my neck, shut him up. Upside down crust, turn my neck, shut him up. Upside down crust, turn my neck, shut him up. Upside down crust, turn my neck, shut him up. The billions put that side. My bride tryna go for a ride. I put vet mask right on her. Put the mask on, cause I be all red. I stay with the all red. We pull up all red. Somebody all red. Drive.
Too obvious, okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay, like Kalani's. Ride you like Kalani's, okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back, you don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Baby, I'm serious too. They can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay, like Kalani's. Ride you like Kalani's, okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back, you don't need no one, help you inspire, Baby, let's make a movie, come with me, know that I'm choosy, I need you to back it up, that ain't fast enough, you know I'm man enough, and I don't play about it, you know that about it, I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay, like Kalani's. Ride you like Kalani's, okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back, you don't need no one, help you inspire,
I used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really got. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to.
I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you. Yeah, yeah, only want your love if it's solid.
But if it me, then you, and that's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
And that's the way I like it.
Ain't cooking a smile for none of these.
That's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Chat, should they fold that no yoga mat? Chat, should they don't hit me back? Chat, should I no questions asked? Chat, they chatting, they chat. When the sun go down, everything made me feel lonely. Hello, sad thing, but right now it's just a hold me. Try to feel good inside, you know, don't wanna hold me. Hype me up, you give me hype. You my favorite coach, compress the line. Dress up, that's my only vibe. When you tell me if I'm feeling fine, I run it up, risk it all, like I'm taking it all. It's my second life. That's me, passed out in the Maybach seat, cashed out on the backstand beach. Already know my body, already know that's me. You might get all I want to love if it's solid.
Some of y'all go get a wash, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really got. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'd be at peace if it weren't for you.
Yeah, yeah, only want your love if it's solid.
But if it me, then you, and that's the way I like it. Everything been okay. They salute me so much every time I show up. Her about face. Everything no cut. Y'all up. I'm really gonna trip out, babe. Load of 87 guts while you waiting on us. Tell them I was on PCH. You with that's thinking they cuter than you. Oh, say you on your cycle, but he on this too. Oh, the tables been turning so much I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of them mistaking them for some wacko. Oh, walk, talk like Kenny, like Boss, like Solana. I promise, more buzz. There's a waltz, there's a crater, or a spaceship. Get lost, no favors. I wager whatever you worth. I bought something about a conservative regular girl that still can thorough as don't need your psychic can reach a zodiac sign. It must be a Gemini moon, cause we about to go half. Mistakenly, nobody been in a bag, but how many bodies done? Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really got. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'd be at peace if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, yeah, only want your love if it's solid.
But if it me, then you, and that's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
Ain't cooking a smile for none of these.
That's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Chat, should they fold that no yoga mat? Chat, no strings attached. Chat, should they no questions asked? Chat, they chat, they chat, they chat. Chat,
Do I let them bump his gums or get him?
chat,
Do I take his and wear it for fashion?
chat,
Do I do my stuff and take it to the max?
chat, they chat, they chat, they chat.
Newborn tiger, I'm earning my stripes. Crosshair on sight. Tippy toes if you try reaching my height. Fantasia can't read me my rights. I don't wanna you ain't even my type. Wait to see me in person, then type. Only person ever put fear in me is Christ. Getting parked for not sending out kites. Line it up. Who got the diamond cut? Finger got paper cuts. Is you mind or what? You know I'm a Mac. This might be the final cut, the final touch. The game could get cold. We decking the halls if you ever sign this up. I'm just being me. Don't be mad at me. You ain't gon' that's blasphemy. I know the guys gon' for me. Louis V project capacity. They can't make this in a factory. God just blessed me with it naturally. Green light, but we still wake up broke. That's blasphemy. Forecast. 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 Used to pay dream cash. Forecast. Who eating less DoorDash? Forecast. Since I was sick, flying first class, I'm birds, but it took bird bath. No yellow brick road, I had a dirt pad. That's my, she gon' tell you I'm a dirt bag. Into the paper since PC had word pad. Tables might turn, but I still got a third act. Made the wrong step, might end up with a toe tag. Boy, being broke ain't even in my vocab. Making big moves like Big Mama. Javinci shirt spent 600. Make it rain on them all summer. Baby, go and get that rent money. She just came back from Amsterdam. See the big jam. All see the cash. Wavy, never give it. Just be mad at me. You ain't gon' that's blasphemy. I know the guys gon' for me. Louis V pouch at capacity. They can't make this in a factory. God just blessed me with it naturally. Green light, but we still wake up broke, that's blasphemy. Forecast. 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 Used to play dream cash.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's the Miami Heat matched up against the defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. Now James, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now here's Tatum. Over in the corner, White. Holiday with the three. The rebound by Anderson.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact. Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
The kick out to Brown. Outside Holiday. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Boston again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Out to Wade. From outside the arc. Rebound Boston. Pass to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Tatum. Outside Holiday. That three off the mark. Wade with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Miami no good on that time either. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Celtics now. Still without a basket in the game. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's Wade after LeBron James's miss. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. The shot by Wade, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Ball on the deck, LeBron coming downhill. Good night. What a drive.
Tatum with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Driving in. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's the screen. Pass to Battier. To the middle. Here is Anderson. 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Well, Anderson wants to be as close in as possible, but the mid-range will do if that's what you give him.
Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Wade outside. Now James. Wade with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some talk that maybe one would be traded. They're still together.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
On the wing, James. Pass to Anderson. Down low. Here's Bosch. Great D that time from Tatum.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Porzingis. And he hits it to tie the game up.
That's what you call using your size in the painted area. Kristaps Porzingis, easy work right there.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. And that one misses.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
And here's Boston. Brown, no good. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Back to Bosch. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Here's Holiday. There's the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, zipping in before the D can rotate.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bosch. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Pass to White. Takes the three. Stolen by Wade. High arcing shot. No good. It's into the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Celtics lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Pass to Bosh. Wade with no one around. And Tatum pulls it down.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
They set the pick, and it's Wade in the corner. Back to LeBron. Strong inside. What a move by James.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And Chris Anderson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Tatum with it. Wade picks him up. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
In the corner, Battier with it. Back to Wade. Battier right side. Just 5 to shoot. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got his first points in this one.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Second team foul.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Here's White. Off target from outside. Miami trailing. And taken away by Brown. Going inside. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Anderson.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Here's White. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
And here's James outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. James has got 10.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Porzingis with the ball. Wade picks him up. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? There's the pick. And here's James outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Here's Holiday. And he makes good on the layup. And now a 7-point Boston lead.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Battier outside. Three-pointer. Wade. The shot falls for only his second bucket. 2 for 9.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Inside. Here's Porzingis. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races. Pass
to Anderson. Wide open. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. Ooh, LeBron on the defensive end.
Brown jams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time, and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball coach. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. To the wing right side. Miami no good on that time either. Celtics leading by 12. And the dunk by Brown.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Here's Anderson. Here's James. Miami no good on that time either.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Wade, bounce pass. Stolen by Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. Sinks the triple. Holiday's got 10 points.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And too long on the shot. On the wing, Holiday. No good on the three. Three-pointer, Wade. That shot misses. And so it's the Boston Celtics controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Shoots from 14, and Boston with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
The shot by Wade, no good. Boston leading by 22. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
White, good.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Battier for three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Battier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Tatum with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Absolutely incredible what Kristaps Porzingis can do. He's over 7 feet. He's got an all-around game, and he's getting to every aspect of it right now.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Into the Heat, number 34, Ray Allen.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. To the inside. Bosh. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And Bosh can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
The wide open look here for Holiday. LeBron grabs the miss.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
It's Brown with the drive.
This guy's so dangerous on the drive, and if Brown has an opportunity to finish strong, there's going to be no doubt.
And Anderson has it in the corner. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Miami's shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. He has 5. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. James outside. Clock at 6. Here's Wade. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, the textbook pump fake from Dwayne Wade. The ability to get defenders in the air is simply remarkable.
The 3. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Now, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Pass to Pritchard. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tatum drives in. Takes it off the glass. And it's 8 points for Jason Tatum.
I'll tell you, that defense was on point. But how about the better offense of Jason Tatum on his way to the cup? Woo-hoo!
Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. James has got 14. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
Timeout. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Receive a boost to make it more challenging for the leading team.
Enjoy this unique competition, amazing location, and double rep all weekend long in the event.
Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
The WNBA season is tipping off May 16th, and if you haven't already, it's a great time to check out the W.
Absolutely. There's new features, new courts, and new faces. Take a look.
Fans of fast-paced basketball will want to check into the W and W Online in NBA 2K25.
Yeah, whether you want to play quick games, an entire career, your own My WNBA, or compete in 3v3 online matchups, there's a ton of fun waiting for you.
Want to build a My Player and establish a legacy? The W is your path to championships and becoming the greatest of all time.
In the W, you can make your mark on history with Pursuit of Greatness, keeping pace with the greats of the league through your career. You gain GOAT points with every milestone and GOAT moment as you guide your franchise through the years.
Earn VC, buzz, and progression points that unlock special perks. And if team control is more your style, you'll love My WNBA.
That's right, this immersive mode brings you control of a WNBA team like never before. And if you're looking for online play within the W, head to the W Online.
It's classic park action, 3v3 to 21. And here, you can really challenge your abilities to defeat others in the 2K community.
Checking in with the community and getting tips on how to better your game is what we do best here at 2K TV.
And today we have former pro player and content creator Yay Not Gaming. He has so much knowledge to share. We're so excited to have you on the show today. So tell me about when you started to play NBA 2K.
So I got into NBA 2K back in high school. I want to say 2K7. I will end up being one of the best players in the school, so they had me play against people with other schools. Kind of made like a slight reputation in high school. Once I got to college, things changed for a little bit. I just got a lot more occupied with school, and then kind of picked it back up. Started playing Pro-Am, and then once the NBA 2K League was announced, I started grinding and was able to make it to the league from there. So I've just been playing the game since 2K7, so I'm an old head for real, for real.
I feel that. I'm an old head right here with you. So for you, someone who's really into competitive play and you play a lot of Pro-Am, what advice would you give to people looking to squad up with 4 of their teammates and climb the leaderboards in Pro-Am?
The best piece of advice would be to become a specialist in the role you have. Just because there's a lot of folks that kind of want to be well-rounded, but in those competitive modes, everybody kind of has a role. Everybody can't be Giannis. Everybody can't be KD all on the same team.
And then as a follow-up, when you play with your friends, do you guys determine what builds you're bringing in based on what you're best at, or do you do it by what role you're playing?
Yeah, like one thing I mentioned is that it's tough to get 5 folks on, so you got to really know what everybody's good at. So I think one thing you got to do as soon as you get on in the party chat is say, what build does everybody got? What makes the most sense before you head out there?
So you've had a really unique journey because, like you mentioned, you made it to the NBA 2K League and won a championship. So I have to ask, for educating people and to become better at NBA 2K, how has that experience helped translate to your skills?
Oh yeah, so I played multiple positions in the Pro-Am circuit, and then be able to play shooting guard and lockdown at the highest level at the NBA 2K League, playing with a lot of teammates who are really experienced as well, who put a lot of hours in. So I got to learn a lot from them and from real game experience with a crowd behind you, by the way, back in those days. So being able to use all of that experience and bring it to a lot of these folks who are just trying to get the basics down, it's an easy transition, but still challenging just because I have a lot of work I got to put in.
And recently you had a video on YouTube talking about how to get better at everything 2K. So can you give us some pointers and things that you said in your video and expand upon those points?
Of course. So how to get better at everything on 2K, it really depends on where you want to start and where you're looking to go. So one thing I said in the video is if you're a point guard looking to navigate to another position like center, instead of just trying to learn in real time with your teammates, in that off time, it's good to go to a mode like play now, maybe go into an empty gym or go into the blacktop. Pick a player like Giannis if you want to work on your slashing ability. Pick a player like Jokic if you want to work on being able to run the offense from the center spot. Or if you want to just play like a defensive position, you might want to just challenge folks in my team, put some guys out there you think you want to be able to guard on ball with. And then it's an easier transition once you get into those competitive game modes like Ante Up, you want to rack up some DC, or in Pro-Am, you want to make some money schooling some old school 2K League players like me. So
now you also made a series about how to use every badge in
I'm show you how to wild out like Jack Tripper. Let me be YKK on your zipper. Like a lizard when I'm 6 million ways to like know what I get 2s of using you get pretty. But I call you from 80s, I know you'll be there for me, girl. So fresh and so clean, clean. Don't you think I'm so fresh and so clean, clean. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean.
Those huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your mind. They say you're in need of inviting me to that. I love who you are, love who you ain't. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. Rick James and double time, the boy next door. On the planet, the sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a and won't you? Compatible, created in the attic. We are the coolest on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a won't you? Compatible, created in the attic. Ain't nobody do as me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Don't you think I'm so? I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Ain't nobody do as me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Ain't nobody do as me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Don't you think I'm so? I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean.
Make a bad girl whine it. If you want to chop me, I decline it. The body stay hot in behind it. Put down the beat and rewind it. Whine it. Your man I ring down the phone. Dirty boy can't left me alone. Chat to me back, bad man can't try it. We beef can't see me one. My man never act right, them a distraction. Sim me get a ride, and maybe my bump wide. Them bad man vibe on the rhythm man.
Knife shot what? Steel core, keep my hand on the phone, on the way up, on the way up, on the chair. Replay, no, walk up the place. Hot girl, don't know, back up the place.
Make a bad girl whine it. If you want to chop me, I decline it. The body stay hot in behind it. Put down the beat and rewind it. Whine it. You wanna ring down the phone. Dirty boy can't let me alone. Chat to me back, bad man can't try it. Things get rough.
For the girl who on a Friday, for the girl take the pan a Tuesday, for the goon them a move. Bambi and herb them on the what?
Me need a woman who know fi wine up. Me need a woman who know fi why them a pre me like TV a find out. Oh a rude boy have a money a fi fly now. Me want every weekend get a new hot girl every season. Only cause of the way and the reason. One out of the double dog and the demon. Knife shot what? Steel core keep my hand on the phone on the way up, on the chair. Replay no walk up the place. Hot girl don't know rock up the place. Chair replay no walk up the place. Hot girl don't know rock up the place.
Make a bad girl whine it. If you want to chop me, I decline it. The body stay hot in behind it. Put down the beat and rewind it. Whine it. You wanna ring down the phone. Dirty boy can't let me alone. Chat to me back, bad man can't try it. Things get rough.
Wind up slowly, like you know me. I'm ready, baby, so come and hold me. Wind up slowly, like you know me. I'm ready, baby, so come and hold
Make a bad girl whine it. If you want to chop me, I decline it. The body stay hot in behind it. Put down the beat and rewind it. Whine it. You wanna ring down the phone. Dirty boy can't let me alone. Chat to me back, bad man can't try it. Things get rough.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We'll see the defending world champion Boston Celtics taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, here's Tatum. Inside. White looking around. From deep. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw. To the middle. Here's Shaq. Out to Russell. Outside Bryant. Shaq with the screen. Second chance shot. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Back to Porzingis. Celtics passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
No one near Peyton as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kobe with the steal. Shoots the 3. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
Over in the corner, White. Down low. Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Holiday. Here's White. O'Neal with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Unloads from 13. Again, Los Angeles.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, he'll just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
O'Neal with the steal. Pass to Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
To the inside, Porzingis.
Boston ball.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 12-3 run. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Phil Jackson. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, I feel relatively good about the chances. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Over in the corner, White. That's to Porzingis. Puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Lakers leading by 9. Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. A nice shot by George.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's White, following the three by the Lakers. That's to Porzingis, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Takes the 13-footer out to Russell. Pass to Payton. Lets the three fly. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here is Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Here's Bryant. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Tatum. No scoring in this one. The wide open look here for Holiday. Cans it from downtown.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
And Shaq with the slam.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Over in the corner, White. And again, Boston with the triple.
And even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
And it's Russell in the corner. Got three-pointers off the mark. Celtics trailed by 10. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Right side, George. Outside, Kobe. O'Neal inside. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be right back after... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
To the paint. Outside for George. For the three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You got to contest the shot better than that.
White wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Holiday. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. To the middle. Outside Bryant. second quarter. We're a little over a minute and a half in. Yep, that one goes. Bryant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. Celtics on offense. Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of a game.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And here's Kobe from the arc. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Kobe, that's for 2. Nobody near George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got a pair of triples in the second now for Los Angeles. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul.
Gary Payton.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. A rebound by the Lakers.
Yeah, even though he was open, those leaners are tough to make.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Celtics trail by 17. Over in the corner, White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got 10 points in the game.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
It's White on the wing. Misses the 3. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Tatum. Tatum taking it in. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Screen by Porzingis. Outside, White. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. And Shaq pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 15. On the wing, George. Back to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Payton. O'Neal at the elbow. Outside for George. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 12.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Russell gets it to go.
Really, Russell can hit from anywhere beyond the arc. This time he finds a look down in the corner.
Tatum with it. He's picked up by Russell. Porzingis inside. He has 7. Outside Holiday. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Bryant. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And finished off by O'Neal.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
There's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Gary Payton.
Team foul.
Name a move. Tatum's got it. A high IQ offensive player.
And so Tatum nails them both. Lakers leading by 20. From deep, George. It's White on the wing. Off target from outside. Payton looking it over. Bryant, it's a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Bryant's got 18 points.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And here is Payton. Shaq with the screen. The shot by Payton, no good. Outside Holiday hits the three-point bomb. Holiday's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Boston.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch. An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, some coaches call that an error of commission. You're giving effort, trying to make something happen. You'll live with a few of those.
Here's Porzingis, and Shaq pulls it down.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Stolen by Holiday. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, sipping in before the D can rotate.
Offensive rebound. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Stolen by Holiday.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 9.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Back to Bryant. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kobe's got 21 in the game.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Fires top of the key. Porzingis can't hit.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him. Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Pass to Brown. Down low. Here's Tatum. Rebound the Lakers. From deep, George. Russell with it. Lots of room. And another basket for the Lakers.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
In fact, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Here's Kobe. Out to Payton. Back to Kobe. O'Neal inside. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
To the inside. Stolen by Tatum. Holiday with it. Now Payton defending. Celtics passing it around. Back to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. That 3 off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 21. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brown. Here's White. Offline with his 3. Three-pointer. Payton trains the three-pointer. Payton's got 8.
The shot from Payton right now so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
First team foul.
1:36 left to play here in the third. Back to Tatum. Down low. A 3 from Porzingis. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Here's Payton. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Payton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
And Tatum out top the key. Over in the corner, White. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Tatum. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Lakers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Out to Russell. Outside, Kobe. Jacks up a 3. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. 8 points for him.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
For 3, Kobe. And the 3 ball is good. Kobe's got 25 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And as we conclude the third quarter, and 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Celtics on offense. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Tatum. From the line. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Tatum's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Celtics. Left side, Bryant. 3-pointer. Rebound, Boston.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Outstanding vision there from the Latvian. Porzingis showing he can read the floor, capable of setting his guys up.
Here's Shaq. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
George, no good.
Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
For three, Kobe connects from three-point range. Bryant's got 10 points in just the second half.
Firing back, Kobe enjoys any opportunity to tap his competitive spirit.
And it's White missing. Bryant outside. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Beyond the arc. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the three. And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
The kick out to Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
3 points.
Holiday's got 20.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the charts. All the officials are all over that one.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for Los Angeles, Devin George.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. That's to Porzingis. Takes a three. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Drew Holiday.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Inside. Shaq's shot is off. Bryant with the steal. There's the three. In the corner, George with it. And it's Bryant in the corner. The three. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
This one for three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics on offense. They're on a 15-4 run right now. That shot wide open. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
There's the triple. The shot is good from Udoka. Udoka's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Porzingis at the elbow. Fires the three. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal.
Celtics ball.
.153 left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Jaylen Brown.
It's always a great sign for this offense when Brown is making plays for others.
The three from George. The rebound by the Celtics. Pass to Brown. And Holiday has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Out to the wing. And it's Russell missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Ball's knocked loose to the middle. Here's Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
We have gotten used to this kind of dominance from Shaq. He just knows how to take over games.
Here's Tatum, and he goes big time with the dunk right over Kobe Bryant.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Celtics trailed by 17.
Blocking foul called Ime Udoka. First personal foul. First team foul.
And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth. Tatum drives in. Porzingis at a 2. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. And here are the Lakers. Here's Udoka. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics.
Lakers foul. Devin George. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
He misses the free throw.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
He hits the second from the line.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that missed free throw when it's all said and done.
The shot's good from Bryant.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Back to Russell. Here's the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up for Stan Van Gundy.
It's like that weirdo rap you used to. Urban legend, South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb detectives. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Got an L but got an E for effort. Dropped him off in the Mojave Desert, then left him. Ain't no answer to these trick questions. Money making nip, straighten out my jewelry on my dresser. Well known, flick up and clothes, snatch from Rico's till T-shows. Whatever, playing chess, not checkers. For you clever, see bro, you ain't living by the street code. Been through all these motions up and down like a seesaw. I can never view you as my equal. Wanna hear your CD folk. I'm finna take it there. This time around, I'ma make it clear. Spoke some things into the universe and they appear. I say it's worth it, I won't say it's fair. Find your purpose or you wasting there. Though y'all scared. Eyes open, I can see it clear. They don't make them bar none, they don't make them real. They don't make it where I'm from, they don't take it here. They ain't seeing due time, I be making meals. Bossed up in this game, I've been making deals. Get your lawyer on the phone, we can make it real. I got checks and balance, I flex dramatic. Other 50 on my neck, just my reckless habit. Ain't no on my rap, disrespect the savage. I make one phone call and the rest get handled. It's just another front step with candles. No message from the we accept your challenge.
victory lap.
Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this. I slide for my brothers, I slide and then I slide again. Yeah, look, if you don't love me, then just leave me, don't string me along and lie again. Yeah, paparazzi, they be flicking while I stay hating my mission. My operation is different, my compensation exquisite. Got a taste of commission, I couldn't wait for permission. They used to tell me no, I'm the one that made the decision. Big talker, big papa, I be doing the most. Rich Roger, get proper when I ride in a ghost. Big walker, big offer, they not harder than foe. You don't even gotta tell them, and they already know. The one that's going up, big body truck. They acting like they tough, we know well enough. And we know that you ain't that, and we know your crew ain't stacked. Man, don't run up, this is facts. Only talk about hits and plaques, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make right this. Now I need to decide, cause I'm intrigued by your vibe. I seen a dream in your eyes, you might not even who you need, and that's fine. Like who you leaving inside for, you on legally blind, yeah. But only for the night, but that's okay though. We fell in love the first day though. You flew me out